Hello students, welcoming you all to my channel. I have created a new tagline of the channel, not just pass but pass with distinction. I have seen many students who don't take English subject seriously and just they want to pass. But students, you need to understand that English is an important language on perspective of your rest of your lives. You may have heard this from many of your teachers, but that is the truth you need to understand. Therefore, your motive should be to pass with distinction even in English too. Students, you need to understand that how much ever I'm guiding in, at the end, you are the ones who should put in the efforts to get distinction. How to put efforts? In which direction you have to put the efforts? For all those things, I am there to guide you. Only in the case you put the hard work and the efforts, you are going to get the distinction. So, with this motivation, I, Alamukarthi Neeraj Kumar, am here with yet another video. But before that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive the notifications whenever I upload a new video. So, in this video, I am going to explain the poem 2.2 Indian Weavers by Sarojini Naidu. The title focuses over Indian artisans and Indian. It is particularly used for appreciating the work of Indian weavers. Before getting into the poem, let us have a look on the author. Author is Sarojini Naidu. She was a political activist and poet. She was a proponent of civil rights, women's emancipation and anti-imperialistic ideas. She was an important figure in India's struggle for independence from colonial rule. Naidu's work as a poet earned her the sobriquet Nightingale of India. She was appointed as the President of Indian National Congress in 1925. She was the Governor of United Provinces in 1947. She was the first woman to hold the office of Governor in Dominion of India. Her poem includes both children's poem and others written on more serious themes including patriotism, romance and tragedy. Published in 1912 in the bazaars of Hyderabad, remains one of her most popular poems. As the weavers intertwine the fabrics, the poetess aims to interlace a message through the poem, that is, stages of life. The poetess talks about three types of dresses that Indian weavers weave at three particular times of the day. Metaphorically, each time and the dress weaved in that time symbolizes a particular stage of life. In this poem, the poetess has divided the life into three stages, that is birth, adulthood and death. The poem is like a conversation between the poetess and the weavers. The poetess uses imagery and metaphor as the poetic devices. Now, I will explain the poem to you in the stanza wise. Pause the video, read the first stanza and then resume the video. The first stanza is Weavers weaving a till of a newborn child. The poetess is saying that weavers are weaving the cloths at the break of the day, that is early in the morning. The poetess in the next line asks the weavers that why are they weaving the clothes which seem to be quite beautiful and charming. In the next line, we come to know the color of the cloth, which is blue, bright blue in color. The color is same as the wing of the halcyon. The color blue symbolizes something special and precious. For this, the weavers replied that they weave the clothes for the newborn child. A few words like break of the day, garments, so gay blue as the wing of halcyon wild. These all symbolizes happiness, a fresh and a new beginning of life. And there is no sorrow during this stage. Explanation of second stanza. Second stanza is from Weavers Weaving a Tale, Marriage Veils of a Queen. In the second stanza, the poetess again meets the Indian weavers during the fall of night, that is, in the evening. In the next line, poetess again asked the weavers, why are they weaving such a bright garment? In the next line, she describes the color of the garment. It is like the plumes of the peacock, purple and green. The garment at this time is bright and full of colors. The weavers reply that they are weaving the clothes for the marriage of a queen. The color purple and green symbolize happiness and sorrow respectively. That is, ease and struggle in one's adult stage. Now, let's proceed to the explanation of third stanza. The third stanza starts from Weavers Weaving Solemn till Dead Man's Funeral Shroud, the last line. This is the last stanza, and the poetess finds that the weavers are solemn and still. Solemn means serious and not happy. They are quite sorrowful. In the next line, we come to know that the weavers are weaving in the moonlight chill, that is midnight. And the next line, we come to know that they are weaving the cloth which is as white as a feather and as white as a cloud. The poetess is confused that why are they so silent? For this, the weavers reply in the last line that they are weaving the cloths for the dead man's funeral rites. White color symbolizes blank or colorless or emotionless, that is totally lifelessness. The final stage, it is very sorrowful. Life begins with happiness and ends with sorrowful or grief. White shows the color of purity and peace. In real life, a dead man does not feel the pain of the world, and people assume that the person is resting in peace. Besides this, the white color shows the peace that a person is assumed to have attained once they die. They no longer faces the challenges of the world. Let's proceed to the figure of speech of this lesson. As usual, as easy as alliteration first. The first line, weavers weaving at the break of the day, the W sound is repeated. Why do you weave a garment so gay? G sound and W sound is repeated. We weave the robes of a newborn child. Again, W sound is repeated. Weavers weaving at fall of night. W sound is repeated. Why do you weave a garment so bright? W sound is repeated. Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green. P sound is repeated. We weave the marriage veils of a queen. W sound is repeated. Weavers weaving solemn still. S sound and W sound is repeated. Why do you weave in the moonlight chill? W sound is repeated. We weave a dead man's funeral shroud. Here also W sound is repeated. Proceeding to the next figure of speech, that is metaphor. Examples of metaphor in this poem is weavers weaving at break of day, weavers weaving at fall of night. In the first line, the birth is implicitly compared with the break of the day. And in the second line, that is weavers weaving at fall of night, adulthood is compared with the fall of night. Next figure of speech is simile. Examples from this poem are blue as the wing of halcyon wild, that is the garment is compared directly to the wing or the feather of halcyon. Next line, like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green. Again, the feathers of peacock, which is a mixture of purple and green color. The next line, white as a feather, white as a cloud. Again, the garment is compared to the feather and the cloud directly. So, that is why it is simile. The next figure of speech is inversion. Inversion means nothing but not in the proper grammatical order. Examples, blue as the wing of halcyon wild. The correct order should be the wing of halcyon wild is blue. Second one, what do you weave in the moonlight chill? The correct order should be what do you weave in the chill moonlight? Next one is interrogation. As the name suggests, it is question mark. Why do you weave a garment so gay? Why do you weave a garment so bright? What do you weave in the moonlight chill? So every questions, it is called as interrogation. Interrogation means questions. Proceeding to the next figure of speech is climax. Climax is ascending order of arrangement of things occurring. Examples, weavers weaving at break of day, weavers weaving at fall of night, weavers weaving solemn and still. The next one is anticlimax. It is descending order of the things arranged. Example, like the plumes of peacock, purple and green. Tautology, it is nothing but words having similar meanings are used in the same sentence. Example, weavers weaving solemn and still. Solemn and still have the similar meaning. Paradox means contradictory statement or absurd statement. Example is weavers weaving solemn and still. This line is absurd as one cannot carry the work of weaving by being still. The next one is repetition. As white as a feather and white as a cloud. The word white is repeated. That's all about the figure of speech of this particular poem. To get more clarity of figure of speech, do watch the video that I have exclusively made for figures of speech. I have given the link below in the description box. Let's proceed to the appreciation of the poem. As you all know, in the appreciation of the poem, the first thing you should write is title. Second one, poet. Third one, the rhyme scheme of the poem. The central idea, that is the stages of life. Fifth one, the figures of speech. You can write any two figures of speech that are commonly used in this poem. You can write one of your favorite line and why you like that line. The special features, that is tone, type, language, that is very simple. The language is given very simple and the implied meaning is about the stages of life. And the last, why I like or dislike the poem. Why you people like or dislike the poem. And this appreciation should be written in the form of paragraph. Hope you understood this poem. Students, with the help of this video, make your own notes. That is, make a note of the main points that you should remember. Okay? That is about the each color which symbolizes different stages of life that you should note. Figures of speech you should note. Rhyme scheme and the hidden meaning of this poem you should note. Thank you for watching me patiently. Do not forget to like the video, share it with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you.